Bonjour. That is an Ojibwe greeting. Welcome. Hello. I am your host and here to plant some seeds of insight, help you water them with love, and send you off with a little extra light to help you root and rise. Let's start by just taking one big deep breath together. I'm here with a little quick chat about healing. I was talking with a friend recently, and we were talking about those moments when you feel like you are slipping in your healing journey, like you're regressing or like you've taken 5 steps back. Those moments when you look at where you're at and wonder, how did I get here? I thought that I had grown so much more. I thought I had the coping skills and the ability to pull through situations like this. Why am I struggling so badly right now? The quick answer is because you're human. And life is messy, it's complicated. And we as humans are messy and complicated as well. And guess what? So is healing. The main point that I really want to drive home in this episode is that healing is not linear. We picture healing sometimes as this graph and the line we expect to always go up and up and up and up. And sometimes when life happens and it dips a little bit, we kind of feel like we've lost all of this beautiful progress. We get so caught up in the dip that we forget how far we've already come. Life is going to have ups and downs, peaks and valleys. That is a given in life. But to put things in perspective, think about how you would have handled this 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Think about yourself in some of your most challenging moments. How have you grown since then? Visualize this, a plant growing. Just because it plateaus in growth or doesn't bloom right away doesn't mean that it hasn't already grown this much on its own. Progress in healing and growth isn't something that we can always see or measure easily. My entire podcast, Root and Rise, is inspired by the growth that goes on underneath the surface, unseen to everybody else's eyes. That's the part that I need you to dig in and find. How have you grown in ways that maybe others can't see? When we feel stuck or like we've regressed in healing, there's a lot of stuff coming up. You are having a reasonable reaction to some challenging things in life. We can choose to look at those things that are kind of coming up for us and we can stuff them all back down, or we can choose to pick them up one by one, look at them, and decide what we want to do with them moving forward. That is how you heal and grow and move forward. It's not in the absence of problems that you see this. It's in how you choose to handle them after you give yourself a moment to feel your valid feelings. And because we know healing isn't linear, we also need to know that healing isn't a destination. It isn't a checkpoint that we need to get to. If you're watching this over on YouTube, you are seeing one of the shirts that I've designed in my shop. For those of you who aren't watching, it says growing, and I want to put an extra emphasis on the growing. It's a process. We're still doing it. We're going to continue doing it. We aren't grown. We are growing. If you are in one of those lows or valleys right now, please know that the highs and the peaks will come back. It's all a part of the process of growth. Think about the times that you've experienced lows and the highs that followed after it. Maybe it wasn't right away, but they exist. And that's proving that they will again. We need to believe that it gets better. And if you don't, that is a red flag. I am a huge advocate for therapy, regardless of who you are or what your situation is. I'm in therapy. I have been for many years, and it has been a huge and crucial part of my healing journey. I'm going to leave you with this positive affirmation. I am healing and growing every single day. I am healing and growing every single day. Thank you for tuning in to this mini pep talk. I just wanted to pop on here and pass along that message that was just being called to be said. So save this for a bad day, those hard moments, or send it to a friend who is struggling right now. I'll see you in the next episode.